Everyone's waiting for the next Black Swan, a crash, a collapse, a crisis, which is kind of what's happening right now. This pullback, which is totally normal for Bitcoin, is like that, down 35%. Everyone's freaking out saying it's a bear market. It's not, it's a bear trap. All right, I digress. Okay, but what if one of my favorite YouTubers, Bill Noble, says, what if the Black Swan isn't a collapse? What if it's not a crash? What if it's a migration from Bitcoin into Zcash? Because the next financial shock won't be about money. It will be about control. With CBDCs rolling out across the world, the system isn't just watching what you buy, it's deciding on what you buy. And that's when privacy stops being a luxury and starts being a necessity. Maybe the real test isn't Bitcoin's price, it's whether or not it can survive the age of AI, the age of surveillance. Table 1, the fork in the code. Bitcoin and Zcash didn't start as rivals. They started as family. Same supply cap, same cryptography, same mission. Zcash literally printed from Bitcoin's code, the original blueprint. But this is where the split happened. Bitcoin chose transparency to build global trust. Zcash chose privacy to protect individual freedom. Bitcoin said, let everyone see so no one can cheat. Zcash said, let no one see so no one can control. Same DNA, two philosophies, and that fork created one of the most important debates in crypto today. Table 2, adoption comparison table. Now that we understand where Bitcoin and Zcash came from, here's the reality of where they stand today. Bitcoin isn't just the largest digital asset. It's the largest monetary network humanity has ever created. Nearly 100 million Bitcoin addresses hold some Bitcoin. ETFs, corporations, sovereign nations, everyone has exposure. Daily activity, Bitcoin processes about 400 to 600,000 transactions every single day. Zcash, a dedicated niche community, about tens of thousands of active users and around 20,000 daily transactions. Bitcoin sits about 2 trillion in market cap, and Zcash about 10 to 11 billion. And yet, here's the twist. Almost 30% of all Zcash transactions are already held in shielded private addresses. Bitcoin traceability map. People say Bitcoin gives you financial freedom, but look at this. This is Bitcoin. Every connection, every movement, every address, all visible forever. Bitcoin's blockchain is fully transparent. Every movement, every address, every relationship, companies can trace it, governments can monitor it, and AI can map your whole entire financial life. This is Zcash, a privacy layer where sender, receiver, amount all disappear. This is what a shielded transaction looks like. No sender, no receiver, no amount, no trail. Looks like there's no traceability. There's no connecting the dots. That's not hiding, that's protecting. We love to say Bitcoin gives us financial freedom, but think about this. If every transaction is public forever, are we really free? In a world sprinting toward digital IDs and programmable money, transparency becomes surveillance, especially with AI. And that's the trade-off Bitcoin has carried since day one. And that's why Zcash exists, to fix the one flaw the revolution in Bitcoin started. Both coins fight for freedom, just in different ways. Bitcoin builds the global ledger of trust. Zcash builds the private layer of freedom. Same supply cap, same decentralized vision, opposite philosophies. Transparency versus privacy. Trust versus autonomy. Let's talk numbers. Bitcoin's market cap sits about 2 trillion. Zcash about 10 billion, less than 0.5%. If Zcash ever reached about 5% of Bitcoin's value, that's roughly $6,300 per Zcash coin. And if it reaches 10% of Bitcoin's value, that's about $12,700 per coin. And if it even matches XRP's, Zcash would be about $9,300 per coin. These aren't predictions, they're perspective. They show what happens when privacy starts being priced like transparency. Even the prediction markets, don't see Zcash replacing Bitcoin. On Polymarket, Zcash has only a 17% chance of hitting $1,000 this year. And there isn't even a market for Zcash reaching 10% of Bitcoin's market cap, or parity, because Zcash would need a 25x run just to hit 10% of Bitcoin's value, and a 250x run to match it. The market's message is clear. Zcash may be trending, but Bitcoin still defines gravity, and Bitcoin will remain the digital store of value. So yes, the odds say Zcash won't replace Bitcoin, but maybe that's the point. Bitcoin was never meant to be replaced. It was meant to be refined, and every new experiment, including Zcash, makes its purpose clearer. Zcash isn't Bitcoin's rival, it's Bitcoin's reflection. Bitcoin gave us truth. Zcash gives us privacy. Together, they form a complete equation. Transparency builds trust. Privacy builds freedom. The CBDC era will force us to choose between transparency or privacy. Choose between visibility or sovereignty. So maybe Bill Noble was right. The Black Swan isn't a collapse. It's a migration. Because in the end, truth without privacy is surveillance. It's control. And the real battle isn't Bitcoin versus cash. It's control versus freedom. By the way, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. But if you're up in some of your coins, it might not be a bad idea just to allocate 1% of some of your profits into Zcash. You never know, right? You just never know with crypto. If you believe in financial freedom, then hit the like button and hit subscribe. And thank you for watching Crypto and Beyond. Stay awake, stay free, stay you.